Now then, welcome back to another one with me, Wayne. Yeah, I've been away for a little bit. Not away per se, just been away from the tubes. Been busy, got a lot of stuff going on. Anyone who knows or anyone who pays attention to the community posts that I put on, I am in the process of sorting out my games room per se. But yeah, this is the last video I'll do with this unit. Again, anyone who's saw my community posts, I was in Exeter recently visiting the IKEA there, so I've priced up and everything else for a bunch of Billy units basically. I've got more space for all my games soon enough. So yeah, this will be going. I'll be getting rid of the scaffolding unit. I've got a good space upstairs for all of my games, so I can finally have all my PS2, 3, 4 and 5 and all my other consoles and gaming related gubbins. I can have them displayed finally, rather than just this unit of PS1. I'll have units of everything else. So anyway, this is actually just a pickup video. If you want to see everything I've got, this is going to probably be quite a long one, so I apologise in advance. But should we just get into it, right? I mean, there's no point in beating about the bush, is there? So, game number 1 that I've added to my collection recently. Yeah, I've played this a little bit when it was on PS Plus, when I was a member of that. I probably played an hour or two. I enjoyed what I played, and I managed to find it for dirt cheap, and that is Technomancer by this developer here, Spiders. They make some janky RPG sort of games. I think people call it Eurojank. Yeah, it's a sci-fi RPG set on Mars, as it says here. Yeah, I played a little bit, thought it was okay. It was cheap, so it's mine now. Let's keep going. Next game. This is a PS3 game that was on my list for a while. I didn't really want to spend what CEX wanted for it, but I found it for a damn sight cheaper than that. And that's Enemy Front. I believe CEX have this for £6. I didn't pay that. Yeah, it's a World War II sniping shooting game, really. That's as much as I can gather from the rear of it. But I didn't have it, and now I do. So, hang on, sorry, got a bit of... Here we go, let's get on with it. Hang on. This game I've already got, but it's going to go for trade, or I might just sell it on Vinted or whatever. I paid £2 for it, and it's Motorstorm Apocalypse. I'll probably try and sell it for a £5 or something. I'm sure someone will want that for a £5. Now, this is the only PS2 game in this lot, but I would never normally have picked this game up. It was, again, £2. It's Dog's Life. It doesn't really look like my sort of game, but it's not that game. Everything what should be here is here, minus the disc. And the disc is God of War 2. And the disc for this is clean. Like not a mark on it. I've already got the case and manual for God of War 2 somewhere around here somewhere. So now I've just got a case and manual for Dog's Life, but I've got a complete God of War 2 for £2. Can't knock that right. Next game, just another game to add to the collection, and again £2. Metro, is it First Light or Last Light, whatever. Yeah, again, didn't have it, do now. Let's just keep going. More of the same, £2. Duke Nukem Forever. I've never played this. I've heard it's shite, if I'm honest. I'm pretty sure it got really bad reviews as well. But I haven't played a Duke Nukem since the PS1 versions. I think it was Time to Kill was the last one I played, and I actually enjoyed that, so we'll give it a go. This one is the game collecting OCD nightmare. If you know, you know. Fuel. Again, £2, but I'll tell you what I mean by the game collecting nightmare here is, look at the spine. Fuel is the wrong way around. So to get it facing the right way, do I have to have it upside down? I don't bloody know. but we've got it now. Next one, we're just going to keep plodding. I don't want to make this a 50-minute video. Star Ocean Last Hope International, whatever the international part means. Never played it, but I've got it now. It was cheap. These next 3 games, you'll probably wonder why I got them, but these combined, I think, to get through these 3 games, it's about £30 at CEX. I paid £1 each for these, and that's Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2, Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1, and the Half-Blood Prince. I won't play these, but my missus is a keen Harry Potter fan, and I believe my little one probably will end up that way. I think Harry Potter is turd. I don't like it, but we've got them for the sake of it. Let's keep going. This game, eye-watering in price at CEX for what it is. £42 CEX want for this. I ain't paying that. Barbie and her sister's Puppy Rescue or something. Yeah, and her sister's Puppy Rescue. £42 CEX want for a Barbie game on the PS3. Yeah, I can't believe the price for it. But anyway, I didn't pay it. I ain't going to be keeping the Barbie game for myself. I've got a 4-year-old daughter, so she'll play it. Alright, let's just keep going. Sniper Elite 4. I want all the Sniper Elite games again. I know Resistance has recently come out, so I want to get all those back into my collection and then eventually get that one day. This game is one of only 2 that were purchased for me by my wife. This one she got off Amazon. It was reduced. I think it was 24 quid, something like that on Amazon. But it's Roadcraft. Some of you may know that I really, really like the Mud Runner and the Snow Runner games. And I had good fun with Snow Runner with Donald Mackerel playing online. And I think he has took to liking that game now. And this is just more of that, but instead of moving cargo, you rebuild roads in the disaster zones and stuff. It looks quite a bit of fun. It's probably more my sort of game where it's really chilled and laid back, not like high pressure sort of game. But we'll just keep plodding on now. Where we at? Yeah, hang on. Just try and move these without causing chaos. First game here next is Ghostbusters, the video game. Never played it. I wanted it. I like Ghostbusters movies. Well, the original 2 anyway. Yeah, got it now. Let's just move on. These next 2 games, these are probably my most expensive per item purchases I've made in a long time. I paid £5 each for these 2. First one here is Jak and Daxter Trilogy on the PS3. And the next one is Ratchet and Clank Trilogy on the PS3. And I believe for a combi, I think CEX want around £70 for the pair. I paid a tenner for the pair. So, happy days. Let's just keep going. Mod Nation Races. Virtually the same as Little Big Planet. Karting, if I remember rightly, with some slight variations. I did play this a while back, but I'm not sure if it was this or F1 Race Stars that I really didn't get on with. But it'll bulk out the collection nonetheless. This game deserves to go in the bin, but it won't because it's the last one of the series I needed apart from the newer ones. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I don't like the Black Ops series. I think they're a bit jank. And I don't like the fact that it says 190 gig minimum of my hard drive. So again, that'll never get played for that reason. It'll take me a week to install it. Next game, see this is much better, 23 gig minimum, Zombie Army 4. I remember playing this with a friend of mine online when it came out on PS Plus 2 years ago or so. Yeah, pretty good. This is as much as I can really say for it. It's a Sniper Elite, but you're shooting zombies. This one, I ended up getting for a £5 because I saw it and I thought, why not? And it's the Arkham games. Is it City, Asylum and City, with all the DLCs, as it says here on the back, in one box. So, can't complain. My missus will probably take it off me though, because she's a Batman fan. Next game is Dungeon Siege 3. It doesn't really say much on the back in regards to what sort of game it is. It just says assume the role of one of 4 legionnaires within the crumbling kingdom of Ebb. E-H-B. Ebb. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but it don't really tell you what sort of game it is. But with Dungeon Siege, I'm going to just guess and say it's a dungeon crawly RPG sort of game. Let me know if I'm wrong. Next game. This is one that my missus actually bought for the little one. Bear with me, the sleeve has slipped out somehow. But yeah, this was brand new and sealed she bought. I didn't even know this, it came like this. And it's the Mega Drive collection, is it? Or is it Aladdin, Jungle Book and Lion King? I believe there's a version of this what comes without the Jungle Book. But my missus paid £6 for that, brand new off of Vinted. I have opened it because the disc was loose. I don't keep any of my games sealed. I don't see the point. I actually play my games, so that was irrelevant. This one, Dead Rising 2, off the record. I know it's this stupid Essentials red spine nonsense. I'm not collecting the Essentials because I don't care, and I'm not paying up on a game just because it's got a red spine. But yeah, I don't care. Like on obviously PS1, I don't want platinums in this lot. I think they look awful, whereas PS3 and 4 and whatever, I really don't care. After that, I don't know, I think it's just I like the whole black and white uniformity of the PS1. I don't know. This game, it was £1, so I thought it was silly not to pick it up, but I think anybody who plays these sort of games, unless you're a child, I think you probably need to be on a list, and that's Sims 4. I will never play this. If my little one plays it, fine. If she don't, it's just another game on my shelf that'll bulk out in the collection like all of us collectors. Keep shite we don't need. This next one, again, it was £1. I've already got it. I've got the Game of the Year edition or whatever they call it. This version I'll keep and I'll wait until season 2 of the show comes out because it's set in this place. And I know this game will go up in price as a consequence, and that's Fallout New Vegas. But for £1, that weren't too bad. And if the game prices don't change or go up when the show comes out again, I'm sure I can sell it for £1. So I've not lost anything, really. This game I already have on the PS3. Don't ask me why I picked it up on the PS4. Because I've not even played the PS3 version yet, so I probably won't get around to playing this one. And it's Valkyria. Is that how you pronounce it? Chronicles Valkyria? Valkyria? I don't bloody know. But it's got a nice cardboard slip. That's the reason I picked it up, if I'm honest. Collector's stuff. This game I will never play. I don't think I will anyway, purely because horror games, I shit my pants at horror games, and that's Biohazard Resi 7. I watched Donald Mackerel play this on VR last year, and it looked pretty creepy, if I'm honest. I recently got that VR, what's down here, I got that quite cheap, a £5, it works, so I might try it out with this game, because the only other VR game I own, as far as I'm aware, is Wipeout Omega Collection, but that game gives me motion sickness playing it without VR, so I imagine in VR it'll be a lot worse. This one I picked up just because it was 50 pence. Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition. Yeah, I've already got Arkham City Game of the Year Edition on the PS4 version, so again, I'll never play the PS3 version. Next game, not a clue. I believe this got a remaster on PS4. Anyway, it's Nier, I believe. Is it Nier Automata or something they call the next one on? Or the remake? I don't know. Someone let me know. I don't even know what type of game it is. Is it hack and slash? All these games that you're seeing right now were cheap. Well, up until the PS1 stuff anyway. This one, can't remember where I got this from, but I know it was cheap. And I believe it's an American or Canadian, not Canadian, sorry, Mexican version, because it's got Spanish in it on there, but it's the Journey Collector's Edition with Flow and Flower. But yeah, as you can see there, Feveritos. Is that Mexico's version of Essentials or something? I'm not sure, but the spine's gold as a consequence. But This game does play in English. It's all in English. I mean, even the rear, you can see there, it's in English. Look, it's just, I assume, its original location it was sold in. But it's all there, all complete, as it should be. So I don't care. If it plays in English, I'm happy. No idea about this next game. I think it's a Souls-like, cutting off parts of the enemy to loot those parts. The Surge. Yeah, it looks like a robot's version of Dark Souls or something. It might not be. It might be. Well, it might even be completely different for all I know. But it seems that way from the images. Another game I've got here that I already own. I didn't realise I already owned it when I picked it up, but it was only 50p, and that is Hunted Demon's Forge. Is it? Yeah, Demon's Forge, special edition apparently. Yeah, I don't even know what this sort of game is. I've never heard of it, but I didn't know I already owned it. Turns out I do, so now that'll go for sale. Let's keep going. This game I've wanted for ages, but I wanted it because it had a cardboard sleeve version. Not been able to find the cardboard version, so this version I just picked up. And this is from CEX in Exeter. I'm sorry if you're from Exeter or you work there or it's your favourite shop, but man, that shop is terrible. Yeah, there were another game I wanted to buy when I visited there, when I was in Exeter, obviously. The disc looked a bit ropey. I asked the staff member if they could give it a little clean through their machine. He did, but he put it in upside down, so all the artwork had been cleaned off almost. And then I told him, I says, that's no good, I don't want it now. But anyway, this one I got because it was the good condition. Apart from the case, looked like it came from a smoker's den, as I'll show you in relation to the Journey case here. So anyway, the game is Doom 3 BFG edition, but if you can see the state of the case, the differences there, it's really yellow. And on the front, I don't know if you'll make it out, but it looks really grooted. So I'll probably just replace the case on that. Last two games that aren't PS1 related. I've got a few PS1 games to come after these two. So these two, I got them in a bundle deal on Vinted for a tenner. Someone will probably call me a liar. I don't know how to put the things up on the screen. I don't know how you do it. But I bought these off of Vinted for a tenner. I don't think the seller knew what they had, really. And that is Godfather 1 and Godfather 2. This game apparently is worth 60 quid. Don't know how, because I remember it being shit. And I remember this one being awful as well. I think I actually platinumed this game many years ago, because it's an easy platinum, but it was terrible. But yeah, Godfather 1 and 2 for a tenner. I don't think that's too bad, really. I mean, I could take that to CEX and get 42 quid on a voucher or something like that for it. I'm not going to, because I don't really like to use them. I don't order from them. But the one in Exeter, I was there, so I thought I'd check it out while I was there. Kind of wish I'd not bothered. But yeah, that is up at the top of my worst CEX stores I've ever been to. Just because the staff member was an absolute muppet. Anyway, that is the end of PS3, 4 and 5 guff. There is no PS2 apart from the Dog's Life God of War thing. But anyway, we're going to go on to the PS1 games. I'm turboing through this because I want to keep this less than half an hour for the short attention span folk. This, I've been wanting one of these for ages. I love my boxed stuff. As you can see, I've got some here. PlayStation 1 multi-tap, boxed. It's a shame about this price sticker. I may look at trying to get that off, but it looks like it's been on there so long it's become one with the box. So I'm not going to try, in all honesty, but it's in really good condition for its age, this box. There's a little creasing you can see there, and a little bit of wear along the bottom, but nothing, it don't bother me. I'm not a mint collector, so let's put that up there where it belongs. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that, to be honest. Yeah, PS1 stuff. Let's get on with it. This next lot of stuff come courtesy from Vinted through Mark Camacho. Big up to you again, my friend, for being quite possibly the best person on Vinted I've ever dealt with. For his pulls it out of the bag every time for me here. First item from him is a smoke grey, I think they call it, or a crystal grey, transparent PS1 controller. I've got quite a few of these now. I've got blue, clear, green, red, yellow, and midnight blue. I think there is orange and red, like a different type of red I'm missing, and a black one that's clear. But yeah, I'm loving the 90s retro vibes with these clear, transparent controllers. The games I got off of him, these three I already own, but the ones I bought from Mark are condition upgrades from ones I already own. So this one is Tiny Toon Adventures Buster and the Beanstalk. This is actually my version, because the version I bought off of Mark I've now put in here, but this is the version I had before because it has no manual, so that will be gone for sale. Again, condition upgrade on True Pinball, the double case version. This version, which is my old version, the inlay, I don't know if you can make it out there, it's a little tatty on the corner there on the inside, so I wanted a cleaner version. And this one, Xena Warrior Princess. Again, this sticker is not on the case, it's actually on the front inlay, and I can't get it off without wrecking it. So it's already a little wrecked here in the corner, as you can see, bottom there where my finger is. So condition upgrade, but this version is complete. So ideal. Games I am keeping out of the ones that I got from Mark are, first one is Guilty Gear. Yes, it's the white label stuff. I don't mind until I get the proper version of this. This will just go in my collection, because as you can see from the spine, it's exactly the same. So it'll go in there. I think it goes there. Yeah, Guilty Gear goes there. Roadsters. I've no idea what type of game this is. I assume, judging by the pictures, you race around in roadsters. That's just a guess. I haven't played it yet. This game again is a white label one, but I'll upgrade it down the line, and it's called Pop and Pop. It's pretty much Buster Move. It's even got the little dinosaur dragon characters in the corner there. I don't know if you'll make that out on there, but it just looks like Buster Move. So not too fussed. This one, Diver's Dream. It looks a bit like Treasures of the Deep, but instead of a submarine, you're actually a diver. And I think Treasures of the Deep was Namco, and this one's Konami, as you can see there. Again, I haven't really given these games a proper playthrough as of yet, because I'm just finding time. I'm turning them on, testing them to work, and then putting them away. And next game and last game from Mark is Gallagher Destination Earth. Can't believe I didn't already have this, to be fair. It's not a rare game, it's not an expensive game. It's just I've never come across it, because like I've said many a time before, game shops down here at this part of Cornwall, there's not many of them, and the ones there is, they're awful. So Gallagher Destination, there we go. So that's where you can see the empty spaces. I'll be honest, I already filmed this video and then put them all in there, but for some reason my phone did an update and deleted the video before I had a chance to upload it. So here we go again. Right, now these games are cheapies, some from Vinted, a couple from my missus bought me one or two of these, but we'll just get on with it because we're not far from the end here, to be fair. Robo Pit 2, not a clue what type of game it is, and it's from those cracking developers over at Phoenix again, and Phoenix Games. PS2 Mini Games knows that song all too well. I think he created it, actually. I don't really know what to say about the game. It says your battle awaits you and your customized robot. So I assume you build robots and you fight. Original. So anyway, that's that. This game, no idea. Never played it before. But judging by what it says on the rear, it sounds like my sort of game. where you basically got to rescue people and then set them to work. It might be shite, but it looks intriguing enough, and that's V2000. David Braben, I believe, made it. Gaming. It says on the rear here, brought to you by the gaming guru David Braben. Braben. I don't know if he's a guru of games at all. I've never even heard of him, to be honest. Yeah, so V2000. Let's move them down there. I'm putting these ones here and the other ones back in the shelf just for my own peace of mind. This game I was buzzing to get. I've been after it for a while, and it's an Insomniac game, and I think it's actually... Is it Insomniac? I'm sure I read it was Insomniac. Yes, it's Insomniac. It says it on the back. The game is Disruptor. Shooting game, old school shooting game. Controls probably not very well. Like, not many PS1 shooters control very well. They use the tank controls, and they were awful for shooters. Tank controls were great for Tomb Raider and many other games, but not shooting games. But yeah, I'm glad to have that, and I was amazed that it tends to be quite pricey these days, this game. I think it averages around £30–35. I didn't get it for that, I got it for a lot less. But Disruptor, the mother of all shoot-em-ups, apparently. These next two are... I know these two I got cheap because I got them from an independent in Truro. First game here is Victory Boxing Champion Edition. I don't know what the Champion Edition means, but on the rear all it says is Champion Edition, a real knockout. Total PlayStation 93%. So other than the fact that it's a bloody boxing game, you don't really need to know what else you're doing it. It's a boxing game, right? But we've got it now. There's a few Victory Boxing games. I think there's Victory Boxing 2, then there's the Championship Edition, then I think there's two other variations of the first one. I think one's tournament mode, one else, I don't bloody know. There's a few of them anyway. This game, I'll be honest, I think I paid £7 or £8 for this. Little did I know that CEX want 150 quid for it when they have it in stock. It looks like ass on the rear, but it's from Konami, so it's probably going to be quite good. And it's Gun Gauge. Not a clue. Storm awesome 3D worlds, vaporizing armies from another dimension. Keep moving and blasting. Standing stiff will be the death of you. Oh, is it a run and gun game then? I assume. Let me know in the comments, folks. I'm not always super clued up on these because I tend to just buy them and play them later, and I don't do the research to talk about it like I'm an absolute gaming guru myself. I ain't no David Braben. But yeah, I don't see the point in researching this stuff before I talk to you guys about it, because I like to have a happy surprise or a bad surprise, whichever way you look at it. I don't need to read Google to tell me what a game is. I'll bloody play it. This space here, oh, you'll find out what, and this is the last game. In fact, let's just put that here a minute. The last game goes in that space there. But I've already got this twice, but I'll explain more in a minute. And it's Grand Theft Auto 2, but this is the alternate version of it, because the original version, when it first came out, it came out like that. GTA 2. That was when they first released it, it was like that. But for some reason back in the day, people didn't associate GTA as Grand Theft Auto, so they didn't think that that was a sequel. I did do a bit of research on this as to why there's two versions of the exact same game. Look, it's the same game, but this is the re-release they did, because that version didn't sell very well because people can't figure things out. But yeah, then they called this one Grand Theft Auto 2, and that subsequently, I think that's the right phrase, sold better when it was like that as opposed to that. But overall, the only difference is the cover, because the cover is different on the manual as well. But the map that's in there is exactly the same, and the disc is exactly the same. So it is literally just cover variants. Even the SLES codes, if you can see them, are exactly the same. So now I have all versions of Grand Theft Auto 2. So I've got it in the double pack collector's edition, which is there. You may not be able to see it right well on this camera, but there we go. Grand Theft Auto double pack version. And now I've got every version of Grand Theft Auto on the PS1. I think it's a little daft, if I'm honest, that there's all these versions of it, but hey-oh, it is what it is. Yeah, and that's it. That's my pickups. That's been one long-ass video of pickups. Around 40 games I've added to my collection. So yeah, not too bad, right? Anyway, so going on next, my next video may be in another couple of weeks because I've still got a few other bits to get sorted at home, including building all my game room stuff. I want to get all that done and ready so I can show you it all in its glory, if that's the right phrase. I don't bloody know. But yeah, I'm going to get it all set up and ready to go so I can actually start doing some gaming, some live streaming and stuff from in there, because my area I've got here that you see normally, I don't get a lot of privacy this way, so at least when I've got my room done, I'll have more privacy to do more gaming related stuff. So yeah, I don't think I've done too bad on the additions, and this, I do have a couple of things I'd like to talk about, by the way, so if you're still interested in listening, here we go. Several YouTubers referring to pickups when you order them off the internet. Why do we do that? You didn't pick it up. Postman did, and it got delivered to your door. Please stop saying it. And hidden gems. Please stop saying that. Nothing's hidden. If you can buy it, it's available. It's not hidden. But yeah, anyway, I just get so annoyed at certain things on YouTube. It's another reason I wanted to take a break, because I just can't bear listening to the same tripe that people come out with. Anyway, yeah, I'm probably one of those annoying people as well, but hey-oh, it is what it is. Yeah, so next video will be my entire collection on display. You'll see it all. There'll be no more of this unit like this. And going forward, I know I've just shown you shitloads of PS3, 4 and 1 or 2 PS5 games there. Going forward now, I won't be buying as many PS3, 4 and 5 games like this, purely because I want to focus on this. I have also decided I am not going to attempt to full set the PS3 anymore, purely because full setting the PS3 will mean buying awful games that I have got no nostalgia or want to play. And I know there's a lot of awful games on the PS1, but at least I want to play them, whether it be for the laugh or just so I can say I have. But yeah, the PS3's got a lot of rubbish games on it, and to be fair, there's a lot of games on the PS3 that have been remastered, and I've got a lot of those, so I don't really see the point in full setting the PS3 now. I will continue to collect for it, but only games that are either games that I know are good and I haven't played, or have played and I want to play again. Games I've never heard of but turn out to be good. I mean, there's a few exceptions to all this. It's like I don't want all the FIFAs, I don't want all the Maddens and the NHLs and the NBAs and all the other, like the PlayStation Move games. There's a lot of those that I don't want. Like, and there's games like iCreate and iPet and stuff like that. I don't want those games. I really don't. So I'm going to just stick to the PS1 full set attempting, and the PS3 I'll just keep adding to as and when. So if you were here for me attempting the PS3 full set, I'm sorry. I want to focus on the PS1. I'm never going to say never to it, because maybe down the line I might try and full set it, but I just want to full set this damn thing. Hey, it's not, I mean, this thing's expensive as it is, and yeah, I just want to collect them all and enjoy this before moving on to other things. And yeah, and the last thing I've got to say, collectors, YouTubers, please stop flexing about how much you're saying your collection's worth. Nobody cares. It's just a flex. You look at it. And there was one guy I watched recently. He had a game on one of his videos, or one of his thumbnails, and he's like this with some stupid shocked face, like that. And he had the game like this, and it was blurred out so you couldn't see what it was. Some clickbait shit, that is. Why do it? You look a melt. Yeah, so anyway, stop telling us how much you think your games collection's worth. Anyway, with that, I'm done. It's been 35 minutes of pure waffle. I'll catch you all again. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.